Welcome to MotivisionX, the place where we learn, we grow, and we change our lives with powerful stories. Life is full of struggles. Sometimes even small problems feel too heavy. Why does this happen? Why do some people stay calm, while others break down? Today, I will share a beautiful story. A young man, a wise elder, and a cup of salt, and a lake. If you watch till the end, you will discover the secret to living with peace and happiness, no matter how hard life becomes. Let's begin. Part 1, The Young Man's Pain. Long ago, in a small village, there lived a young man named Ian. Ian was good at heart. He wanted to be happy. He wanted to be successful. But life was not easy for him. He was always stressed. He felt angry very quickly. He worried about everything. He believed that life was unfair. One day he lost his job. Another day he fought with his friend. Sometimes he felt that people never understood him. Every small thing hurt him. Every little problem looked like a mountain. Ian would often think, why are problems only in my life? Why can't I be happy like others? His heart was full of bitterness. Finally, he decided, I must talk to someone. Someone who understands life. So he went to meet a wise elder of the village, named Master Zion. Part 2, Meeting the Wise Elder. Master Zion lived on a quiet hillside, a beautiful place surrounded by trees and birds. When Ian arrived, he looked tired and hopeless. Master Zion smiled kindly. What brings you here, my son? Ian sat down and sighed. Master, my life is full of problems. Everything feels painful. I try to be happy, but life keeps hurting me. Master Zion listened patiently. Then he said, come, I want to show you something. He stood up slowly and walked toward the kitchen. He returned holding a little pinch of salt. Ian looked confused. Salt. What does this have to do with my pain? Master Zion smiled. You will understand. Part 3, The Glass of Water. The master took a glass of water and dropped the salt into it. Then he stirred it gently. Ian, drink this. Ian took a sip. His face changed instantly. It tastes bitter. Master Zion nodded and asked, why does it taste bitter? Ian replied, because of the salt. The master smiled. Are you sure the problem is the salt? Ian thought for a moment. Well, yes. Salt makes things bitter. The master said. Right. Then he kept the glass aside and said, now come with me. Part 4, The Lake. They walked for a while, until they reached a huge, peaceful lake. The sun was shining, and the water looked beautiful. The master again took a pinch of salt, exactly the same amount as before, and then he threw it into the lake. He turned to Ian and said, now, taste the lake water. Ian looked surprised. Taste the lake? Are you serious? The elder smiled gently. Yes, just taste it from the edge. Ian kneeled down, cupped his hands, and drank from the lake. He tasted the water carefully. Then he looked up and said, it tastes fresh. There is no bitterness. Master Zion asked softly, are you sure? Ian nodded. Yes, completely sure. It is not bitter at all. Part 5, The Wisdom Revealed. Master Zion stood in front of him and said, the amount of salt is the same, in the glass and in the lake, but the taste is different. Do you know why? Ian looked confused. Master Zion explained, the salt represents life's problems. The bitterness you feel depends on the size of your heart. Then he continued, when your heart is small, like this glass, every small problem feels too big, too painful. But when your heart is wide, like a lake, even big problems lose their bitterness. Ian's eyes widened. He understood the meaning. The master placed a hand on the young man's shoulder. Life will always give you salt. You cannot escape problems, but you can expand your heart. Part 6, What it means to expand the heart. Ian asked, how do I make my heart wide like a lake? Master Zion smiled and said, by changing the way you think and feel about your problems. Then he spoke these beautiful words. How to expand the heart. Be patient, every difficulty has a time limit. Be thankful, focus on what you have. Practice forgiveness, free your heart from anger. Help others, it grows compassion. Accept life, don't fight what you cannot change. Believe in hope, there is always a tomorrow. Learn from pain, struggles make you stronger. Master Zion continued. Greater than, when you focus only on problems, your heart becomes smaller. Greater than, but when you focus on growth, your heart becomes larger. Greater than, a big heart does not remove problems. It removes the pain of problems. Ian felt peace in his heart for the first time. He realized that he had been living like a glass, small, fragile, full of bitterness. Now he wanted to become a lake. Part 7, Ian's new beginning. Ian returned home with a new mindset. Every time a problem came, he remembered the glass and the lake. If someone spoke badly to him, he forgave and moved on. If he failed at something, he tried again with patience. Instead of saying, greater than, why me? He said, greater than, what can I learn from this? He started helping others. Even when he had little, he smiled more. He complained less. He trusted the journey. Slowly, his heart became wider, and wider, and wider. And soon, the bitterness of life became smaller. Part 8, Life Lesson. Clear and simple. Life gives everyone challenges. Losing people, losing jobs, losing hope sometimes. But remember, problems are not the real problem. How we react to them is the real problem. A small mind says, greater than, I can't handle this. A big heart says, greater than, this pain will pass. I will grow stronger. Be the water, not the salt. Be the lake, not the glass. Motivational closing message. If life feels bitter today, don't worry. Expand your heart. Help someone. Forgive someone. Love someone. Talk to yourself with kindness. Grow your patience. Build hope every day. Because, when your heart becomes bigger, your pain becomes smaller. Sparkles when you become stronger inside. Life becomes easier outside. Your new belief. Say it with me. I can handle my problems. I will not let bitterness control me. My heart will be like a lake. I choose peace. I choose happiness. I choose growth. Because you deserve peace. You deserve happiness. You deserve a beautiful life. Thank you for watching this inspiring story. If this message touched your heart, like this video. Comment below. My heart is a lake. Share this story with someone who needs hope today. And don't forget to subscribe to MotivisionX for more motivational stories and life-changing lessons in simple English every single week. Until the next video, stay strong, stay peaceful, and keep growing. MotivisionX, your motivation, your vision, your rise.